So in Singapore, I can show you, because Singapore is pretty extreme. Singapore do not allow dual citizenship, which means if you want to become a Singapore citizen, you have to give up whatever, and you need to prove it. So there's just now, Typhoon, I think it's Typhoon mentioned about, like there's no mechanism to stop you from having another one, even though this country don't allow. In Singapore, you have to prove it. You have to have the paper to show that you gave up. If not, they will not give you the citizenship. That means between you giving up and you getting the Singapore citizenship, there will be these few hours you are a stateless person. This is a Singapore system, and it's because Singapore is such a small place. To give up your citizenship to be Singaporean is a huge decision, and they force you into this decision because Singapore is a small place. Because we need people to really commit to the country, and that's how Singapore operates. And in terms of integration, just like like for example, the public housing I was talking about earlier, there is actually quotas for the races. So there is, because the majority race is Chinese, so every single apartment block, there is a percentage that is allocated to minorities. So if the quota is not full or something like that, the Chinese actually cannot buy the minority. They cannot buy any apartment in this particular block. There must be a certain percentage that is minority owned, and we force integration between all the different races and culture, and that's how we do our multiracial or multicultural integration, and that's why we have our harmony.
Yeah, but wait. What you're talking about in Singapore is that you respect the existence of different, you even call it race, not ethnic groups. And
yeah.
But we were not. What we see in Europe most of the times when we talk about integration is that people like Chinese would have to become French, would have to become Portuguese, they have to become Germans. They have to learn the language perfectly in order to integrate. They have to be extracted of any sign on them that shows that they are Muslim, or that
I'm not too sure.
Show they are Muslims, they are Chinese or whatever.
Really? Do you really do that? I'm not sure.
You're not allowed to use a vowel in certain institutions in France or even in Germany as well.
I mean, we used to do that as well. So by right, in
UK,
you're not allowed to put the tudong. They call it tudong. So the Muslim veil is only allowed recently because work culture slowly seeping into Singapore. But in the past, it's also not allowed because it is a uniform. The uniform is a uniform that has a meaning. The only ethnic group or religion that allows something special is the Sikh. The Sikh, the Sikh, that the Indian Sikh, because for them it's different. They will go to war or they will die if you tell them to not have this turban. So that
is because they're not Muslim. They don't allow because they're not Muslim. That's it.
They're also not Muslim. So
yeah, it sounds funny, but it's true.
No, for Muslims, we have in Singapore we allow the Muslim to have 4 wives. So there is special cases. So there is special cases, but of course
nuts.
Wait, 4 but not 5.
No, 4 but not 5. Yeah, correct. But the thing is, there is conditions because there is Islamic rules.
In UK, you allowed to have more than one nation, more than one passport.
But guess what? But guess what?
Go on, Dan.
I just want to say that I want to talk about, because I have to go soon,